Good evening. This is Bill Capehart, and probably many of you know that already. I wanted to start this newsletter off with just a couple comments. This won't be long. You're welcome to read yourself through the newsletter as you like. I want to talk just a little bit about the terms to minister and ministry. I've really wrestled with what to call what we're doing. What do I do? What am I going to do? And the term minister just keeps coming up. So I wanted to find those terms for just a minute. Using Strong's Concordance, the Greek verb is diakono, and it means I wait on tables, I serve, particularly a slave who waits on guests. It could be taken, it's to actively serve, literally kicking up dust because on the move. To minister, kicking up dust on the move, as a slave waits on guests. And the term ministry, part of speech is a noun, it's feminine, diakonia, waiting on table, service, ministration. Specifically empowered service guided by faith. Specifically spirit-empowered service guided by faith. That's what I want to do. That's what I do when I teach. That's what I do with special ed. I minister to the students. I may not be an evangelist and a minister of the gospel, but I can preach and I can teach. People know that. And I'm comfortable with the word. I'm competent with the word. But I want to minister where I'm being called to go. That being said, I want to talk about two students that I worked with this week. The first one I'll call Joey. This is a primary life skills classroom. He's probably in the 5th grade. He's a big boy, weighs maybe 150 pounds. He's nonverbal. He can hear well and he understands what you're saying. He has to use stickers to tell us what he wants. I want this, I want that. He sits mainly in a very large wooden chair built for him that's bolted to a board, and sometimes he has to strap himself in so he doesn't hurt people. Sometimes he may wet himself, sometimes intentionally, sometimes he may pick off his shoes and throw them at people. But when we go to recess, he reaches out to take my hand and he leads me around the recess area and pretends to lock me up. When we go to lunch, he reaches out to take my hand. He doesn't need to be held. There are other kids running that we have to stop. But he reaches out to take my hand. Another one I'll mention is, I'll call him Stevie. He's a 3rd or 4th grader. Now there's about there's probably 10 children in this life skills room. And there's a din of noise and it's just loud and constantly changing. And he was having a meltdown. He was laying on his back and just screaming. Well, I reached down to just pick him up and I held him to try and calm him. And one of the other aides who's there every day, she told me I might as well just take him into a back room that's quiet, that they take other students sometimes. I've seen them do that, and just rock him and calm him. So that's what I did. I didn't sit down in the rocker, but I held this probably 7-year-old and just walked with him, talked to him, tried to hum Turalura for those that know it. And you could just hear him gasping, trying to get his composure back. Occasionally he'd lean back and he'd look at me, and he'd reach out and play with my beard, and he'd kind of cock his head like, "Who are you?" And then he'd squeeze my neck again and just allow me to calm him. If that isn't ministry, I don't know what is. Last thing I want to mention is somewhere in this newsletter and more to come, we're going to talk about the bomb that occurred in Davao City on September 2nd. It was at a marketplace. 14 people lost their lives, about 70 were injured. I don't expect this to stop anytime soon. I don't think anybody does who's following the political arena in the Philippines and specifically in the southern isle of Mindanao. But pray for us. Pray that we do the right thing. Pray that we go boldly. Give us wisdom in how we go and help us go. Thanks.